Promotion for the 5th and final season of Star Trek Discovery is now in full swing, as Paramount has released a new trailer for this crew's final adventure, which seems to confirm some of the plot points that I've mentioned in my videos about this upcoming season of Discovery. Hey everyone, welcome back to What Did I Miss? My name is Eric, and today I want to take a look at this trailer and point out everything that I saw, which includes the return of one fan favorite character that up until this point had not been featured, along with a confirmed connection to the Mirror Universe. There have been a lot of rumors surrounding this season and what surprises the producers may have in store for Star Trek fans. Even members of the cast have gotten in on the fun and teased many connections to prior seasons of Discovery, as well as other shows and films in the Star Trek catalog. We have also had confirmation that this season would connect with a very popular short trek that included the USS Discovery. So here, I'm going to go over all of that information and also give you my theory on some of these rumors. But before I get into all that, if you find yourself enjoying this content, I hope that you will consider hitting the like button on the video to help support the channel, and make sure that you subscribe for future videos like this one. As I mentioned, this upcoming 5th season of Star Trek Discovery will be its last. Originally, it was not meant to be this way, but after the season had completed filming in 2022, Paramount announced in early 2023 that they had decided to cancel the series and that reshoots would be completed the following month to give the show a proper send-off. Since around the beginning of 2024, Paramount has been releasing a lot of information about the 5th season to make it more popular, which includes a few teasers, a promotional poster, as well as releasing the names of all the episodes. I did a video last week going over most of this material and even included a theory of mine about a big cameo that I will link to this video if you'd like to check it out. But Paramount was apparently not done and decided to release a brand new full trailer this week as well. This trailer starts with a voiceover by Sonequa Martin Green as Michael Burnham, contemplating the long journey that she has been on with the crew of the USS Discovery. We also see a beautiful shot of the ship arriving at what looks like a castle that is floating in the atmosphere of some planet. Say what you will about the series, but Discovery has created some of the most stunning visuals of anything that Star Trek has ever done. And I'm sure that will continue during the 5th season after seeing many of the different locations in this trailer. We also hear a voiceover from Saru, and we see various other shots from the season. The synopsis for the first episode made it seem like Saru was being offered a new position within Starfleet, which I believe will be him becoming the ambassador to Ni'Var, the new government that is made up of the remnants of the Vulcan and Romulan people after the burn. Doug Jones, the actor who plays Saru, has stated in interviews that his character's relationship with T'Rina, the president of Ni'Var, will be a focal point for his character this season. I think that making Saru the ambassador to Ni'Var would also be a nice nod to Sarek, a character that has actually appeared on Discovery before and was played by James Frain. Sarek was the Vulcan ambassador to Starfleet, and during that time, he met and fell in love with a woman from Earth named Amanda Grayson, a relationship that would create possibly the most important single character in all of the Star Trek universe. After Saru, we hear Mary Weissman as Tilly speak about Starfleet as we see the crew assemble on the bridge. I noticed that the new character Captain Raynor is on the bridge but not in the chair. This means that this may be a captain without a ship, or that he is simply an observer on their mission. Then we see the character Kovich, played once again by sci-fi icon David Cronenberg, telling someone that the greatest treasure in the galaxy is still out there. As I stated in my prior video, producers have confirmed that much of the 5th season will be a treasure hunt, and like previous seasons of Discovery, there will be one overarching story that is told throughout the season. They have also said that this season should be a lot more fun because of this adventure, and I think you do see a lot more smiling than crying in this trailer, even with this being the last season for the cast. Then we get a few shots of this mysterious puzzle box that we have seen before in teasers that were released, but I think this is the first time we actually get to see the box open and get a peek of what is inside. I believe that in this freeze frame, you can see some kind of book inside this box after it is open. I think that you can clearly see a hardcover and then pages underneath it. This is probably a hint as to how old this item is, since by the 32nd century, I don't think too many people are still reading and writing books. Even in the actual 21st century that we all live in, everything is digital, so the fact that the crew may be searching for a book could mean that it is from even before the 21st century. The next shot would seem to confirm this, as we see a very large library with levels and levels of different books. Then we get a really interesting shot of Tilly with something on her forehead. This could be some kind of disguise for Tilly on whatever planet that she's on, or this could be Tilly after she's been infected with some kind of virus. Tilly has really gotten the crap beat out of her in the prior seasons, but of any character on Discovery, I think she has the most chance of making it out of this season alive, since it is very likely that she, along with other supporting characters from Discovery, will star in a new series, Starfleet Academy, which will hopefully be released sometime in 2025. Then we see a good shot of the villains this season. One is an alien of unknown origin named La'ak, and the other is a character played by Eve Tarlow. At first, her character was given the name Mole, but now I'm also seeing it listed as Malene Ravel, so perhaps Mole is just an alias. They arrive on a ship or outpost of some sort with some really cool helmets that close around them and tell them that the atmosphere is breathable. In fact, if you can read backwards, you can see this readout that says atmosphere analysis, which must have been generated from their suit. There are also 2 points in the scene where you can see the logo of the Terran Empire from the Mirror Universe on different screens. It isn't really a surprise that we'll be seeing the Mirror Universe again after we learn that one of the episodes this season is simply called Mirrors. It would be nice if this episode also somehow had a connection to the upcoming Section 31 film that will be released by Paramount Plus, starring Michelle Yeoh. Since her character Philippa Georgiou was forced to leave the crew in the 3rd season due to the effects of her time traveling in a universe that was not her own, and we have not heard from her since. Then we see a ship exploding in space and a close-up shot of Raynor in distress. I don't think the producers have said what alien species that Raynor is, but I think that it is very likely that he is at least partially Vulcan or Romulan. If Raynor has both human and Vulcan parents, that would make him very much like Spock, and someone that Spock's adopted sister Michael Burnham may be able to relate to. I think it is also worth noting that in this shot, Raynor is framed as sitting in the captain's chair, so we may be witnessing a memory of his before he joined the crew of the Discovery this season. Then we hear Paul Stamets, played by Anthony Rapp, talking about how important something is, and we also see him working on something connected to the Spore Drive. This could be a hint that part of this season may have the crew travel back to their original moment in time, but possibly without their ship. I think one of the biggest questions that fans will have this season is where will the ship and crew end up when it is all said and done. This is largely due to the short trek Calypso, which was released way back in 2018 and showed a USS Discovery that has been abandoned for hundreds of years and drifting in space. Fans have pointed out that version of the USS Discovery doesn't even exist anymore after the ship was refit with new technology from the 32nd century. But producers have confirmed that the events of Calypso are canon and that this season would somehow link to that short trek from 2018. Honestly, this is one of the things that I'm looking forward to most this season because I love when things are set up on a series years in advance and then finally pay off. Next, we get a quick shot that I believe is one of the most important we have seen so far, and that is the return of Tig Notaro as Jet Reno. I mentioned in my prior video that they had not been revealed yet in any of the promotional material for the season, so I'm glad that we know that Reno will be back. The rest of the trailer is a lot of quick action shots, and it's hard to really pick out any specifics, although there is a shot of the USS Discovery around a black hole, which may be another hint toward time travel this season. But all in all, I thought this looked like one of the more fun trailers I can ever remember seeing for Discovery, which makes me hopeful that this could be a good season of Star Trek. I think that Discovery somehow has to find a way to make the stakes meaningful without affecting the tone of the narrative in such a way that depresses the viewer, and I think this is what they are trying to do this season, which is a smart way to go. But let me know in the comments, what do you think of this trailer? Did it get you excited for this new season of Discovery, or have you already written the show off? If you are looking for something else to watch about the upcoming season of Discovery, I highly recommend that you watch my theory video after this one. Well, that is all I have today, but let me know in the comments if I missed anything. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit that like button before you go, and I will see you next time on What Did I Miss?